Hey, it is Scottie D's in the kitchen with Mom.
Another day.
Another day, another recipe.
Yep.
Last week's recipe was so good.
Yeah, boy, did we get some rave reviews.
Yes.
It's a good one. If you didn't try it, you really should. It's delicious.
It's fantastic. The eclair, and honestly, it is easy. It's not that bad.
It
so
isn't.
try that. Check it out. If you haven't seen the recipe, look online. I have it posted under last week's video.
Very clear instructions.
Exactly. So this week, what are we making? I can
We are
see, so I'm
making-
excited.
Everything pretty much goes back to years ago.
Yeah.
On Saturdays and Sundays, I'd always try to bake something, fresh for breakfast. And these
She really
muffins,
did do this. This is not just like her saying she did this.
It's the truth, yeah. And this old book is where I got the recipe from. And it's a basic muffin recipe that you can vary up in a whole lot of ways. And this one, I always placed raspberry jam in the center, and then you just cover it over and bake it in there, and it's a little surprise when you...
but here's the best part.
Yeah.
Not only did she place raspberry jam, she made the raspberry jam for the muffin.
And I thought about showing you, and I thought you'd be bored to tears, so I didn't do that. So anyway, this is just Wegmans raspberry jam. I cheated.
But okay, I do want to talk about the raspberry jam because growing up,
huge.
we had raspberry bushes in the backyard, and we would go out and pick raspberries and just snack on them during the day. But at a certain time of the year, they really blew up, and
like
there
crazy.
were tons.
Yep.
And you would go pluck those raspberries, and she would make the most amazing jam. What would you call it? Would you call it freezer jam?
It was refrigerator or freezer jam, and it kept the berries like a bright red color.
Yes.
Because you didn't cook it like the standard, it would only last in the refrigerator 3 weeks, and then the freezer you could keep it in a year.
And we had tons in the freezer.
You put it in the jar, and it was just so bright, and it really was so fresh. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was very different than just regular jam.
Yeah.
But anyway,
the flavor was amazing. Yes, that was what was in there.
Yeah,
we love that. I still dream of that jam, so we'll have to make that maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that if you request.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, put in the request.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So today, how do we get started with these?
All right, it's easy.
Yeah.
Like as usual, it really, really is. In this bowl is 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar.
Okay.
Not a lot of sugar, good thing.
Yeah.
3 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt.
Okay.
And I did my way of sifting again, and there you go. That's done.
Perfect. Sifting with the fork, not sifting with the
just
sifter.
so that everything's in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
And now I have an egg.
Okay.
And I already beat the egg.
Beat it!
Yeah.
Beat
You
it!
like that song.
I do like that song, yes.
Okay, and then a cup of milk, whole milk.
Perfect.
Oopsie.
Whoops. All right, there we go, a cup of whole milk.
Okay.
And I will put up the recipe like I did last week, so you have it. I'm trying to be better about that for all of you. And Mom's been writing it down in pretty cursive for me.
Okay, and again, here's my little twist, because I never follow a recipe.
Yes.
This said a 1/4 cup of oil or shortening. I don't use shortening. So I melted a little butter, but it's not even completely melted, but it'll mix in here real nice. And it's a 1/4 of a cup.
1/4 of a cup of butter.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Or 4 tablespoons, or however you like to say it.
You know what? Butter just makes everything
Butter,
better.
butter, there's a flavor.
Really
You
does.
can't,
Oops, You're stepping on my mic cord.
I'm sorry.
I was just going over to get the muffin tin.
You think I know my way around here, but no.
Right,
so this is really quick. I'm not gonna mix, but the mixture will be lumpy a little bit, and that's okay.
Almost like a Bisquick type texture, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And really, that's what people would probably use to do, but I just, it's just as easy to use these few ingredients and do it. Okay, and then, I actually, because I made those, this worked out great.
Let's talk about this. So it's a 12 tin, 12 muffin tin holder.
I sprayed this with, I had coconut oil from Trader Joe's spray.
Perfect.
So in basically just the bottom of the...
so we're not putting in paper, little envelopes?
No, you can, but I just don't like the way that looks, so yeah.
Okay.
And I'm using my fingers because that's what we do. And you just get the 12 compartments.
Oh, I love this, yeah.
You basically, the rule is 2/3 full.
Okay.
And then they won't go over, and this recipe is perfectly 12. It really is.
And the dough really does look perfect and delicious already.
Isn't it? Yeah, so I guess we won't bore you, although we have to fill these too, so we'll show you.
Why don't we do 6 of them? That'll be good, and then we can show them how we fill it. The one thing I love about this is if you have company coming for a weekend, one thing I like is to always have options out on the counter for people, so they never feel like they have to ask. If you have a coffee station, have a coffee bar all set up for them. Have muffins in one of those closed cake dishes, if you will.
Yeah.
These are so fantastic. They're also easy to make for Sunday brunch. You can throw them together. It's great to put on the table. A little eggs, some bacon if you eat bacon.
Yeah, and then
some
a little
muffins,
homemade touch.
and some fruit, and you're done. Yeah. All right, so let's move this out of the way.
Okey-dokey.
Let's show people how we're filling that with the raspberry.
Okay, this is a ½ teaspoon measure.
Okay.
And again, I'm using my fingers, but you basically, and you know what? Maybe we'll do it that way. You make a little hole.
Okay.
And I didn't for those, and it was a little bit. This will be easier.
Make way with that jelly. Make way for that jelly. All right, perfect.
And then we'll just do that, and
yeah. All right. So this is what, a teaspoon or a tablespoon?
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon.
It's not a lot because it probably would get it gummy inside if you put too much.
Okay.
You know? But you just want that little. Ooh,
and I have to tell you, that really is the nice thing about it. It's a surprise of flavor that keeps it sort of moist inside the muffin. It's fantastic.
They are they were just such a go-to.
And really not a horrible task. It's something you can do in 30 minutes.
It's quick. It really is. There's no excuse. I mean, you don't even need the Bisquick because this is just too simple. And now you kind of bury it. Just so
kind of bury it. Yeah. Perfect.
So it doesn't show too much. Which, sorry peeps, I know.
No, it's okay.
But, yeah, and then after that, we're going to... I didn't always do this, I'll admit, but I made a streusel topping.
Oh my gosh, streusel topping!
Yeah,
I mean, the best thing on the planet.
Yeah, that makes it.
Now this is it nuts and brown sugar?
You know, I didn't do nuts because everybody complained when I did walnuts, so I didn't do that. But it is a 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar.
Okay.
A tablespoon of softened butter. And half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then you can use any nuts optional.
If you want nuts, okay. I could just spoonful this in, but then I'd have diabetes.
Yeah, right. It's the good stuff for sure.
Oh, this is fantastic.
There, so those are kind of covered, and that works. There.
And we place this over the.
Sprinkle it.
Is that enough?
Is that enough? With the whole thing.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm
and
doing
then you
it.
see
Look,
how
I'm
it kind of
helping
melts
people.
on
I'm
top.
helping. Yeah, there
you
we
are.
go.
You're just a good.
Oh, a good little sous chef,
yeah,
right?
you are.
Is that what they would say for a baker? I don't know what they call it.
I think sous chef is the preparation person, like salads and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
Cutting, chopping,
There we go. I'll pretend like I know. All right, 6 of these we're gonna do.
There
6
you go.
more in a minute when we are done taping.
Yes,
we're gonna move these out of the way. Here's a towel for you to wipe off that finger.
All right,
perfect. We'll move these out of the way. We'll bring these in. So talk about how we're cooking those.
Okay, so these get 400 degrees for, I checked them at 15. It says 20 to 25, but my oven cooks hot. But 20 was perfect. Took them out at 20. So
okay, 20 minutes,
check
400
them,
degrees, check your oven, start at 15.
Right, whatever your oven is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, I'll have all those details up on Instagram and Facebook so you know how to make these fantastic muffins.
Yes.
Now is my favorite part.
Taste. I know.
All right, taste that. All right, so let's see. Here you go.
Right.
Go ahead. Look how pretty this is. White dish. So fantastic. Pull it out for brunch. Make it the night before.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Put them in the freezer. Can you put them in the freezer?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, definitely.
Right.
Just take them out, probably half hour before you serve them, and they'll be ready
I'm going to give a little tip on this too. Let's say Sunday morning at brunch, nobody eats these. They sit there because nobody wanted carbs in the morning. Sunday night at dinner, cut them in half. Put a little butter on the oven, pan. Cook at each side, and a little vanilla ice cream, whipped cream.
Oh, that would be
fantastic.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a fantastic dessert.
And these are best out of the oven. They really are best straight out of the oven. They say serve them warm, and that is good.
Yes. Perfect. All right, grab yours. Let's see. I know which one. I wanted this one because I saw the raspberry in the middle, and I want to show you as I rip this apart how beautiful that is.
There
you see that raspberry flavor.
Yep. I could have maybe put it down further, but
no, it's so good. Just like I remember.
They're good.
They're so good. Easy. A little butter, a little more jam if you want to do
Oh
that.
yeah, butter when they're warm. That makes it. That will be the thing that, yeah.
Cheers, Mama.
Yum, yum.
To you. I had to wash that down with a little bit of wine, as we always do.
Oh yeah.
Tune in next week. We'll have an all-new recipe for you. And always check these out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We have all the videos. If you're looking for something easy and quick,
make them this weekend. You basically have all the ingredients in your house. So make them this weekend. Surprise your family.
And that's the key, I think. Really, I'm going to take that away because have the flour, have the sugar, have them in the big. You have them in big clear glass jars. Have it so you're ready to go all the time so you can make these easy recipes. Even if you're not a cook, even if you're not a baker.
You don't have to be.
One thing that you prepared out on the table when you have guests over, that's fantastic. That's good enough for me.
This is good. That's the thing to do. And a mimosa wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, no, I like it. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Maybe a raspberry in the mimosa to tie it all together.
Want to keep the theme.
Yes. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for tuning in.